Yo, what's up, guys? Another GBL recording. Tired, look at the time. So we're gonna skip the Toronto and Charlotte Pilots, DS. Um, go into the CSs here and see which one is closest to some exciting action. And we're gonna go into a game which is called a clincher, like whoever's up 3 games, and we'll go from there.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Mashers and the Raptors. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. It's been a heck of a series so far, Singy, and you have to figure that will only continue here in Game 6.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Set to go. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Damian Phillips.
Four-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Zips it across, and the first out of the game is an easy one. Okay, let's check out the lineup. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Leroy Little in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Fastball is outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
This one smoked out to left. Malone pulls it down, and there's two gone. Two outs, base is empty. Edgar Morales, the next to hit. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And downstairs.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
That one fouled off.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
That's the ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Curran hitting on deck circle. Two outs. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Benito Curran digs in now. Throw to first, and he's back in safely. Curran in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. That misses.
Ball, that's down.
Ball one. Fastball for a strike. Now a streamer into the outfield. Kosa right there to make the grab. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the first. 0-0. Back here with my pal Siggy. Starting on the mound in this one, Isley Cortez.
Well, it's a three-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all three if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Sito Takatsu. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slings to first, and a quick out, number one. Take a look at the lineup. And the challenge for this lineup today, Siggy, finding a way to have success against the sinker ball.
Yeah, it's a tough pitch to hit, Boog, and even harder to elevate. Got to set your sights a little bit higher when you're at the dish. If they're struggling with it, I'd expect them to make some type of adjustment. It won't take long to see how well that sinker is working today.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Jump throw across his body. On the money. Nice play.
First of all, that's just a nice job to get to that ball. And then even more impressive is the throw. Off balance, trying to in the air, do a shoulder turn, and make a strong throw. Then show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Rip, but it curls foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
Strike two.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at bat, one by one, and try to push runs across as often as possible.
That
1-2
into there. 2 outs, base is empty. Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. End of one, and we're still scoreless. Here in the 6th game of this National League Championship Series. And now the center field, Juan Rosario. Phillips back to work. And a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single. Rex Whalen will hit next. Strike. Phillips was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award for it. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you can expect some other hardware on the man. He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. And even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are that, hey, when he walks to the plate, this guy's an out. I know there have been some tough times, but I think each pitcher knows that, yeah, I could be the guy where he gets everything right and he hits it 500 feet.
No doubt. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And out number 1 on the ground. And here is Brad White. Inside, just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Check swing, called strike. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Swings through that. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever.
Here's a 1-2. Runner on the go. Pitch
2-2.
misses inside.
Whoa,
Save.
in there.
That's a stolen base.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
This to third. Mock. The throw to first. And they get the out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Chavis getting ready to hit. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And that's it for a strike. 0-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in Game 6 of the NLCS.
Strike
Swing
2.
and a miss. That is strike 2.
1-2.
Good eye.
No, that's out.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Bottom half of inning number 2. Now at the plate with Rex Sorvalla. That drops in for a strike.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ball. That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Now this is in the air down the line. Chavis on the move towards foul ground. Makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. And there's one down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Morris Stevenson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified.
No, that missed.
Pitch misses. Down 2-0.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
The next pitch misses, and it's 3-0.
Yeehaw!
Big swing and a miss.
Full count.
is
Take your base,
inside
ball
ball
four.
4. And I mean, oh, so close. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game. So now the DH spot, Rory Lenskow. And there's a ball. Nothing here in the bottom of the second.
Ball.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone.
2-0.
The pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And that's on
No,
the
that's
outside edge.
Ball.
3-0. Ball 4 to avoid.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire bat.
First and second, 1 out. McCann now at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Way to lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
The changeup missing. 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute, finish your pitch. You leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Has got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to chase the stuff in the dirt.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Pipe Mock, the next to hit. Right there for a strike.
0-1.
Sends up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2.
Grounds one to the right side. And it's just foul. That's close.
Gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
First and second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Hard hit, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We'll move to the third with no score. We're back. And now the catcher comes up to him. Seo. First off,
No, that missed. That's
just
the ball.
misses.
1 ball, no strikes.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Stevenson makes the grab on the run.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
So digging in, Pablo Valenzuela rounded out his first time. Outside low.
That's the ball.
And that's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. There to Dees. And the count 1-1. and a miss. As he was out front that time.
1 and 2 to count.
Fouls it off. Still 1 and 2. That's
2 and 2.
outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it back. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
The next offering misses. 3 and 2.
Count is full.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one 95 to finish him off. Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Leroy Little. 0-1 so far. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0 and 1.
Top of the third, no score. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
It's a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
The other way. Whips it across. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Les Langley. Just off the outside edge. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Hit on the ground to short. Throws to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Sito Takatsu. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That's downstairs and outside. Got him swinging.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. He just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the right fielder, Greg Kozar. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. That one missing low.
1-1.
On the ground to third. And he beats it. He's safe.
Tremendous stop right there. Impressive, but just a little tardy on the exchange. And good speed going up the line. That cost him. Great hustle for the infield hit.
Runner first, 2 away. Now here is Jay Malone. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. And it is gone. His second home run of the series, it's 2-0. Chris, interpreting back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. I think he was anticipating the hitter to be caught off guard by how slow that changeup was. But to his credit, very patient, waited for it, and he turned it around.
So now it's the pull hitter, Rex Scervalla. That one
That's inside. Ball.
And that is ball one. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. But 2 come across the score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Edgar Morales will hit next. First offering a fastball for a strike.
So the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Slow roller to first. Stevenson. And they put the tag on him for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Benito Curran. He's 0 for 1. That's in for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That misses.
That's a ball.
And the count 1-2.
Probably missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
That one
2
got
and 2.
close. And that's ball 2. Ground ball left side. In plenty of time. The first 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th. Here's the center fielder, Juan Rosario. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Rosario, 28 years old, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
And this is inside. And that one a little below the knees, and it's 2-1. That one to first. He'll do it himself, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Nothing doing here this half. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Raptors on top 2-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. Here's the first baseman, Morris Stevenson. First offering is fouled off.
Well, these players did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
And he deals.
Ball.
And now the
Ball.
count is even.
Still relatively early,
Two
but
balls,
with a
two
pair
strikes.
of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set him up to do more damage later
Count
in
is
this
full.
game.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That one misses.
So that's ball 4. Runner
leadoff
takes the
walk.
base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised he hit his way at the plate, but as a hitter, he'll take that all day.
So man aboard, Rory Lenskow getting ready to hit. Worked the walk in his first trip to the plate. The kick in the pit. Runner goes. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Stepping in, Tristan McCann. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Nice line drive to the full side, headed out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
So up next, Ike Mock. Golden opportunity right here. And that one fouled off.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Next pitch
That's
is
the ball.
downstairs. Movement in the bullpen. Michael Oka getting ready to go. There, the power lefty up his way. All loaded up. You're in game 6 of the NLCS.
Look, in situations like
2 balls,
these, the
1
air
strike.
can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Now the shortstop, Les Lang, grounded out his first time. It's outside.
Nope, ball.
And it's 1-0. 1 out, base is full. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's under it. Makes the grab, 2-away now.
Man, it's so frustrating. You got a couple of runners on. You want to try to drive in at least 1 run. Maybe you get a little too big with the swing. Pops out right there. I'll tell you what, nobody's more frustrated with that than him.
In the box now, takes strike 1.
So I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with the quality of bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ballgame.
On the ground, down the line, and it's foul. On the ground to third. They take the force out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Huge opportunity missed there. On to the top of the 5th we go. The Raptors lead it 2-0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Phillips back to work. Flips the corner. That's strike one.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
To third. Mock. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. So digging in, Brad White. First time up, he grounded to third.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Bases empty, one away. Near the top of the fifth. And that misses.
Ball.
And that's ball 2.
2-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
That one the other way. That's a hit. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
That's a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Man at first with one gone. Next to hit, Ramon Chavis. Out front, rip foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Ball. In the dirt. White at first, one gone. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from the same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes, and very difficult to lay off.
Sale.
Ball,
In
that's
the
up.
box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. And that one is in for a strike.
1-1.
And the next
2-1.
pitch is way outside. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. That's the third out. Back now to start the bottom of the fifth and taking over on the mound, Michael Oka.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs and kind of bridge the gap that starter left with.
Now the number 2 hitter, Greg Kozar, 1 for 2. He swings and fouls one off.
That's the ball.
That one outside.
2-1.
2-1. A little up front there as he swings through it.
2-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a bad approach right there. Either he was looking for something else and got completely fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just didn't resist the temptation. But, man, really expanded right there and didn't have a chance to make the contact with that pitch.
No, that missed.
Malone in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Slider flips the zone. Malone launched a homer in his most recent game.
That's the ball.
And it's 2-1.
2-1.
Fastball for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. As a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and mid-in, so you can be a little bit hardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Zavala in the box with 2 gone, and he takes a look at a called strike. And there's a foul ball. Down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. No, that's down.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side of the 5th.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Here in the 6th game of this National League Championship Series. Here's the third baseman, Pablo Valenzuela. Just missed. Right side, hard hit. On to first. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. And now the DH, Leroy Little. Both 2 in this one.
Well, I think the key
That
is
missed.
if
That's
he
the
can
ball.
get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Just missed. Right through there for a strike.
Great opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. He's ready to turn on the fastball.
Swings and misses, and we're filled up.
It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Base hit. And the postseason success continues for him. So up next, Edgar Morales. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. Throw.
No ball. One strike.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner in the scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
With the tying run at the plate, you're in Game 6 of the NLCS. Inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the count is 1-1. Action in the pen down there. Andrew Panic getting loose out there. Cologne also getting ready. Inside move to second, and he's back in on a dive. That missed by a lot. And a count 2-1. On the ground, right side.
Ball.
And foul ball. And it's second. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Benito Curran.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
First pitch misses.
Ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Swing and miss at a slider.
That's a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Breaking ball. And got him looking. Huge strikeout there. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. The Raptors with the lead 2-0. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robbie Sniper.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So digging in, Morris Stevenson. And first offering is fouled off. Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
1-1.
Next offering is fouled back. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And next is the designated hitter, Rory Lenskow. A walk, and he's also singled. First pitch,
No, that missed.
just
That's the ball.
misses.
1-0.
And that's in for a strike.
That big curve inside.
1-1.
That can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
swing and a high fly ball left field. Squeezes it. That's out number 2. And here's the catcher, Tristan McCain. McCain went deep in his most recent game. That's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one fouled off. Just
No, that's
missed.
low. Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. White. To first. And that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Carlos Colon.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Juan Rosario digs in now.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better
No,
and
that
who's
missed.
able
That's
to
a
get to
ball.
the finish line. Well, with both starters out of the game, this quickly becomes a bullpen game, and this is something we see more and more in the game today, especially in the postseason.
Gonna throw 1-1.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's begging, give me that pitch one more time. A hanging changeup just out in front.
Swing and a miss. Him out. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. You get the leadoff hitter so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Rex Whalen. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
Measures 6 feet even. 34-year-old vet. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is fouled back. Right side, Stevenson takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
Here's the second baseman, Brad White. That catches the corner. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Carlos Colon done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. On the mound now, Miguel Barreto.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now, Ramon Chavis. Pick off
move to first.
Oh, hey.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat.
And he's got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. 7th inning stretch time. The Raptors on top here, 2-0. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andy Baird.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Down the third baseman, Ike Mock. That one missed.
Ball.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in, just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you drive back to the dugout.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. 1 away. So up next, Les Lange. Just missed.
That's low. That's the ball.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Champlin Bonilla up and loosening in the pen. Third drops in for a strike. Bases empty, 1 away. Late here in game 6. Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. Next offering is in for a strike. Outside with a breaking ball. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Sale calls it in, and there's 2 away. So 2 down now, and here is Sito Takatsu. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Bumped hard in, soft away, and now he's in an 0-2 count. He's got to figure out a way to try to sit in between, perhaps choke up a little.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break.
See, every time you see me, I got something new. And all my haters, y'all can softly, cause you're like the gas tank over Mr. Softy's in the winter. They ain't feeling you. See, every time you see me, I got something new.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Panic. Here's the catcher, Connie Sale. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
You come into the game knowing that Unless the ball's in the dirt or gets by him, we're probably not going to steal anything today. So that's where you want to get a little more aggressive on your secondary lead and hope that some base hits, some slugs, some home runs can come into play.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
And a swing and a miss. And one out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. They've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
And now, Pablo Valenzuela. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, I'll say this as a former position player and base stealer, when you come into a game and you've got a guy like this behind the dish with a big arm, you really have to change your approach. You can't try to steal because you'll get thrown out. Maybe get a little bigger lead, be aggressive on the secondary, but this type of guy shuts the running game down.
In the air, left field, Malone. Drop steps, heads back up. Puts it away for the out. Two down, bases empty. And now, Leroy Little. 1 for 3. And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 6 of the NLCS. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Swings and misses. It's a ball in 2 strikes.
1 and 2, the count.
And there's a ball.
2 and 2.
Out to center. Langley sizing this one up and puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Champlin Bonilla. And down the right fielder, Greg Cozart. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to check up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And that one is in the dirt. And now it's even 1-1. And a curve misses outside. Not close with that one. And the count is filled up. That one misses.
Ball 4. Take your bait.
Leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And at first, here's the left fielder, Jay Maloney. He's already homered in this game. And the first
Nope,
pitch
that's
misses
outside.
for ball
Ball.
one. Moving in the bullpen, Bernard Crow up and throwing. Misses off the plate. Ball two.
Two balls,
Clearly
no
trying to
strikes.
work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Next offering upstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. Just better not miss it.
Strike on the inside corner.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off the right side. That'll find the stands. Kozar gets his lead at first with nobody out. Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Rex Cerval now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyer. That's in there. First and second go out. Near the bottom half of the 8th inning. Lifted in the air, right center field. Dives for it, but it gets down for a hit. Stop sign goes up at third, and the bases are loaded.
Back-to-back base hits. Could have taken a short into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and no transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So digging in, Morris Stevenson. A couple of walks and a strikeout. Gets the outside corner with that one.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
So they're all loaded up. Base hit, 1 run in already. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scored. And it's 4-0.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out in front. Man, it was like he was in the cage hitting off the tee.
Now he's around in the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Champlin Bonilla wheels apart, and why not close on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back to the new pitcher after this. Bernard Crow taking over on the mound. Next is the designated hitter, Rory Lenskow. In the air to left center. And there's one down. Now the catcher up to hit, Tristan McCann. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Cerval around third. Head first slide. Easy. It's 5-0.
Love how you let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of doing it away.
Here's the the third baseman, Ike Mock. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And downstairs.
That's the ball. That's down.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait for the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Good feed, that's 1. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, the Raptors out front, 5-0. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Donald Ishii.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
At the plate, Edgar Morales. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ishii is what you're looking for in a good reliever. The ball stays in the ballpark. It's so hard to square him up. This one popped up. Stevenson. Corrals it. 1 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. And pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it out.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Benito Curran.
Yeah, he stays out of the middle and pitches either at the bottom, at the top, on the edges. And because of that, if you do get it in the air, it's usually just a high fly ball. And
that's the ball.
When it's down in the zone, it's on the ground.
Double barrel action in the bullpen. Kai North, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Cordova warming up as well. Bases empty, 1 away, late here in Game 6. He's so consistent that the manager basically can look at it like he's got 3 outs sitting in his pocket. That shortens the game.
When he takes the mound, you feel like, hey, this inning is wrapped or this ball game is over. He's just that good, and you can see it in opposing hitters as well.
Next pitch is outside.
They know when he comes
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Pretty much forget about it. Kind of reminds me of Mariano Rivera.
Just misses. Full count now.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to bat.
That's ball 4. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
1 down. And now the center fielder, Juan Rosario. Ground ball right side. And it goes just foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
The 1-2. And that one goes straight to the backstop. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw.
Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And that one is inside.
Full count.
And ball
That's
four
ball
to
four.
a
Runner
board.
take your base.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the wall. Very gritty.
Now it's the shortstop, Rex Whalen.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that's in there for strike one.
Well, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of.
Oh, this pitch rides in too far. That got him. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. So bases loaded with one away. White, the next to hit. In there at the knees. And that is strike one. Easy. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Has room, and he makes the catch.
Well, it's a frustrating at bat right there. Big opportunity and just missed it. I know he wanted to do some damage. Next guy to take him out. Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there, and that is the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle of the pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip the cap.
5-0 the final in this one. Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long. everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Bronx taking on Harlem. Buchami alongside Chris Singleton with Game 6 in front of us. It's an elimination game on one side, but this series feels like it could go either way.
You never want to be down 3-2, but we've seen plenty of teams come back from that, especially when they're playing the last two at home. So it's not an ideal scenario, but playing in your own stadium with your fans behind you probably makes it a little more doable.
And on the flip side, you really don't want to let this go to a Game 7. When the crowd's even more fired up, the momentum's against you. They're looking to finish this thing today. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Richie's Reedy. What do you have on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters have a hard time staying back.
Ready to go now? Now it's going to be Bobby Schwartz. Ball one there.
Wow, really? First pitch of the night, and looks like the strike zone is a little smaller.
That one a little bit high, but it's 2-1. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in. So you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called the ball. But either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Hard hit, left field, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Sawyer Harper getting ready to hit. Runner on the move. Out to short. Crosses the first. That's an out. No chance of the double play with a runner in motion. Let's take a look at the lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Peralta will hit next. Peralta with some impressive production lately.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
There's a strike.
0-2.
Next pitch misses. And the count 1-2. Fights it off. You'll see another. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. And now 2-2.
Good slider down, and it could be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes on it, misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string of the changeup.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starting pitcher, Larry Craft.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup here. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
There's a strike.
Well, coming off of a blowout loss in the previous game, this lineup can't try to do too much. They've just got to stay within themselves, take each pitch, each at-bat, one by one, and try to push the runs across as often as possible.
Check swing, and he wins. That's strike 2.
1-2.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is outside.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
It delivers outside. Misses. Lead-off walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now here is Marlon Goldie. Swinging a foul straight back. Craft. The 6'2 righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a curve, and works in a sinker. And the 0-1. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Digging in, Levi Harrington. Fouled off. He was late. St. Paul, the base runner at first with 1 out. Next one misses. And the count even 1-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Kickoff throw. He's in there. He's not going to die. And the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. As a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
First, and he dives back in safely. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. Here goes the runner. Here's strike in there. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Turned out to be a pretty good pitch to run on right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. That can be pretty tough for a catcher. To reach down and grab it and then get rid of it quickly enough to prevent that would-be base hit.
Runner at second, 2 down. That's another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. An inning in the books tonight. We're scoreless here on the show. We're in the 6th game of this American League Championship Series. And the batter now, David Min. The pressure is high for the players in the postseason, but maybe even higher for the managers. Every decision you make is critical to the success of the team and to your own reputation.
Well, for better or worse, managers are remembered for what they do in the postseason. Pull the right strings, they might build a statue of you someday. One bad decision, and you might be updating your resume. You've got to be sharp.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's inside. That's inside. 3-2 now.
Full count.
Outside corner, down looking.
You know that's going to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well. And you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Now, Joseph Morelli. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Right through there for a strike. Time to look at our umpiring crew in this one. Kenny Jansen behind the plate.
Yeah, and expect a little inconsistency on the corners. He doesn't make any wild calls, but he does give and take there a little bit. So he doesn't have the easiest strike zone to figure out, especially as the game goes on, when you're expecting it to become more consistent.
Ball 1. That's a
Way
ball.
high. The count now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, high, 3.
Out looking with the off-speed stuff. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Next to hit, Richard Postal.
0-1.
And it's fouled off. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back. Now the left fielder, Chris Thomas. Crab back to work. Ball one is downstairs, and that's ball one. Fastball for a strike. This with a changeup. It's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that is out of play. It's a little bit low. They get 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Bird. Electric stuff from the jump. It's just no messing around right now. It's still really early. Yeah, we can see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings go on.
Next, the switch hitting first baseman, Victor Chassin. That's a strike. No score here in the second. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Really nice job of two-strike handling that. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that into the infield. That was a rip cut out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here is Frederick Valencia. He was late there, strike 1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Next pitch is outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in a 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have to play discipline to lay off that pitch.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Very good hard bite to that big ball for the strikeout right there. He was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the good pitch conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him at the start.
J.J. Beard digs in now. Swings and sends a rocket to right. And that will end the inning. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go, top of the 3rd, scoreless game. Here's the veteran shortstop, David Hope. Working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball's a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet that's probably like the ship soon.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a front of that. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. It's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Carlos Nunez stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. foul back. One down, base is empty. Outside. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this reboot. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. So the lineup flips over. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Bobby Schwartz. That one clips the outside corner, 0-1. Drops in for a strike.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. Got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
Next offering misses, and it's 1 and 2.
1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1 and 2 count.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He's having a hard time catching up.
2 down, nobody on. Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. 7 in a row by way of the K. Home half of the third coming up. No score. As we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to him. Kyle Brown. Swings here and blasts one left field. Gone! He sends one out the opposite way. And it gives them the lead in the third. It's 1-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, dude. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ball. You want to follow that type of approach.
So the batting order turns over. Jeffrey St. Paul, the next to hit, late on that fastball.
But it's no lead. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Pitch is outside, ball 1.
The real threats are coming up, already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
That's outside. And a count 2-1. And there's a base hit, and the postseason success continues for him.
Well, patience and discipline paid off that day as he got into an advantage now. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Marlon Goldie. And a strike in there. The next pitch misses, and it's a ball and a strike.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Grounder might be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Took play right there. He didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. He had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Levi Herring getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Check on the runner. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Liner, base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out. Marvin will hit next. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Little chopper rolls foul. Next offering is in for a strike.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Traffic on the bases with one already in. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Close one, doesn't get the call.
One
now
ball,
1-2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound to pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking at it, but you know, that's the composer right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Corella settles under and makes the catch. And the inning is over. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the fourth. Now it's the second baseman, Terrence Beal. Beal, in his 5th season, 25 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one got close. Now 1-2. And this is inside.
2-2.
That one missing inside.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they give it to you.
Ripped to right. Here, makes the break. 1 up, 1 down. Here's the left fielder, Sawyer Harper. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat.
No, that's too high.
Harper with another scorching run of play lately. Late swing fouled off.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Up and in, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in.
Well, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher up there on the mound wants to keep attacking it, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Swing and a liner foul off to the right. Bases empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Falls it into the out. And there are 2 down. Miguel Peralta now at the plate. The slider just misses.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So it's a good take by him.
Two outs, base is empty. Now
Ball.
one miss.
2-1.
And that's downstairs. And that's ball 3.
Ball.
A
One
rare
strike.
3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Draws the
Ball
walk
4.
there.
Take your base.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Min in the box now. No balls and a strike. Peralta leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Headed towards the corner here. On the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
One, two.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself in the scoring position.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's got it. And that is that. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On now to the bottom of the 4th. The Heat on top 1-0. Bottom of the 4th. Now the first baseman, Victor Chassis.
There's the strange wind blowing.
Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charging, crazy.
So up next, Frederick Valencia struck out swinging his first time. Spikes that one. It goes to the backstop. And now a man into scoring position.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
That's a strike.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
2 balls.
Not
1
in
strike.
time. He's safe. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher, and if you could make it to third base pretty much standing up. Well, that time, he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate.
Well, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch in for a strike. 3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Well, that's a really good job setting him up right there. Pitcher and catcher working together to finish him off with a fastball. Even though the location probably wasn't what he wanted, the sequence is what got the job done. Really ready to swing after seeing the off-speed stuff on the pitch before.
J.J. Beard, the next to hit. 0 for 1 so far. Line drive, base hit down the line. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI signal, and they lead by 2.
Well done, drives in the run. Looked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Kyle Brown. He's already homered here in this one. First off, and it just misses. Picks over, and he dives back in safely. Next offering is in for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in, and the last one called for a strike. Trying to go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
This one lifted in the air, left field, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup. Here's the second baseman, Jeffrey St. Paul. A walk, and he's also singled. There's the strike. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the bottom of the 4th. That's the 3rd. They get the force. That ends the frame. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 2-0 ball game. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Reedy back to work. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
You know, this group of hitters did a great job, Berg, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I've seen very patient bats on it. Starters leash has to be getting tighter with this pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
Swing and a drive. Deep left field. That one carried. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
He went up there and got it. 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there. Coming back from that at bat.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Copel digs in now. That is upstairs for ball 1.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
In the air, left field, down the line, dives, and it gets by. Borrella around third. He'll score. They trail by 1. So digging in, David Pope. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that one fouled off. nobody out, a run in. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Fall off foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive and runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Also really good at that. What I like about this guy, his back stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Ball upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Hit number 9 for him in this game. 9.
Just a great slider right there. I think key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
And now it's going to be Carlos Nunez. Outside low, and that is ball 1. Cole over at second, 1 down. And foul off. And it's second. Shots outside. It's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Left field. Cox. And it's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. He pitches his throw. He'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Now at the plate, Bobby Schwartz.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Offer is in for a strike.
This guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Check swing, he went 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Bounce it off, still 1-2. Foul ball, he stays alive. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Too high. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And on second, 2 down. And it remains 2-2. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. That one misses, and it counts full. Field in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. John Shop with my buddy Chris Singleton. Set to get us started. Bottom 5. Marlon Gold. Fouled off left side. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. That one just misses.
1-2.
Misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Sometimes you got to fight to get back into an at-bat. Take some tough pitches, even out the count.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch for the out.
And there's one away.
That was a good, hard fastball with some nice drive up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Ball 1. Up for the 3rd time here. Watches
1 ball.
Miss.
No strike.
Down the line. And that's a foul ball. That one at 95, missed up top, 2-1. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Nunez sizes this one up, nabs it, 2 away. 2 outs, base empty. And here is Marvin Tejada. It's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First
Ball.
pitch misses.
1-0. Ball outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. A couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job of this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. There's a swing and a drop. And that one is off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Put a really beautiful swing on that pitch right there. Just didn't quite have the combination of launch angle and exit velocity to drive it over the wall. But
So up next, Chris Cox. Both 2 in this one. And
Ball
that's off
inside.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. He'll throw into second. He's in there.
That's 2 consecutive extra base hits for this team. Before they even catch that one on the good part of the bat, just kind of muscled it out there. And on the mound, it can be pretty frustrating for a pitcher, but you just kind of have to expect those to drop in those times.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Larry Pratt departs, and it wasn't his best start, but he kept him in it to this point, and will come back with a new arm. The new pitcher in the game, Joey Cohen.
And that's a big potential run out there in second as he comes in trying to keep the deficit where it is. For the infielders, they got to be thinking about keeping the ball from getting by them into the outfield any way they can.
Now a chance for Victor Chassin. He's 2 for 2. That one just
outside.
misses. A ball and no strikes. Just miss.
Well, no need to go right at this guy. First base is open. He can hurt you, so they can expand his zone. If he doesn't, give him a walk.
Swung on, belted. And that one is out of here. That's worth the price of admission. His second over this series is 5-1. That was classic.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. The guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you got to do is get the bat up to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and he'll get you jog around the bases like he did right there.
Valencia at the plate and takes high there. And that catches the low inside corner. Good fastball. Activity in the bullpen. Damian Morris, the left-hander, up and throwing. Swain also throwing. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across. Last half of inning number 5. The shortstop takes the ball. That hits the zone. 2-2 now.
Ball, 2 strikes.
And there's the ball.
Full count.
Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Goes down looking. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 5-1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Buddy Smith. So digging in, Terrence Field, 1 for 2. The MO for him is contact. The guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great two-hole hitter or a guy that you can put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
That one fouled off. Pitch misses.
That's the ball.
2-2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Caught it, looking for the K.
Well, that's great execution from the pitch right there. And the battery working together. Mitchell did a nice job to present that to the umpire and get that ball or strike.
And now here is Sawyer Harper. There's a strike. Harper with a homer in his last game.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. That
No.
just misses. 1-1. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. 2 down, base is empty. And now Miguel Peralta is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
No ball.
Good
One
late
strike.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to put the barrel to it.
Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. That
Ball
misses. Ball 1.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
And
Ball.
slider misses down and away. Next pitch is
count.
outside. Min in the on-deck circle. Three and 2 now. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that extends the inning. And now the DH, David Min. That's
Ball.
too low. 1-0.
Ball.
Next offering is foul back. Swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and you guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Peralta off at first with 2 away. And they'll do it again. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Brown down to first with it. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Heat lead it 5-1. We're in the 6th game of this American League Championship Series. Now it's the right fielder, J.J. Beard. This is inside. And that's ball 1.
Well, these guys showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say their chase rate or swings at pitches outside the zone is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
1 away, bottom of the 6th.
By not chasing out of the zone, but getting good pitches to hit, you can do that with a much better chance to score the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Next to hit, Kyle Brown. He blasted 1 out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Ball.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 6th. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And it's foul away.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. How about this?
That's the ball.
Upstairs.
Full count.
Hit in the air, left field. Harper snags it for the 2nd out. 2 outs, base is empty. Jeffrey St. Paul will hit next. Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, their bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages, working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner on the go. Hits in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down the second base to end the inning.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Jesus Reyes. Joseph Morella getting ready to hit. The Bombers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here. And that's outside.
And it's 1-0. Reyes, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. Just off the inside edge. Swinging a drive, deep right field. Got all of that one. He shoots one out to right. And they close the gap. It's 5-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
Oh, that one got in the jet stream on a line drive. Some of the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news. And all of a sudden, they're back in this ballgame.
Richard Copel, the next to hit. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in late here in Game 6. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. There's the shortstop at the plate. David Pope.
Well, with both starters out of this ball game, it now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
One down, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The shortstop takes the ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Two down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Carlos Nunez. And that's in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Offering his foul back. Two down, base is empty, but one run across here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball. Slings it across.
Got him. That's
out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 5-2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Damian Morris.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Swing and a ball rip, right field. That one back, and that ball is gone. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series. They add a run. It's 6-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. You know, he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side of the hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Levi Harrington. 1 for 3. Big swing and a miss.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Nobody on, nobody out. Near the bottom of the 7th. Pitch
1-1.
misses, and the count even 1-1. In the air, center field. Schwartz gets under it, and it's caught for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Marvin Tejada digs in now. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Next offering is in for a strike. Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Next offering is downstairs. And that one is inside.
Full count.
Good job to fight that one off. We'll see another payoff pitch. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. He's out in time for the second out. Good job to clean it up after the drop third strike.
He's got to throw any pitch at any count. 3-2, he goes off speed, gets the out.
Out, space is empty. And now Chris Cox. That's in for a strike at 95. 4-1. They tried to get him to chase on the slider down and away. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That is the third out of the inning, but the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 6-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andreas Costa. Here's the center fielder, Bobby Schwartz. 0 for 3 in this one. Just missed. Tapped softly on the ground, and that goes foul. Check swing went around. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1-2.
On its way to the corner. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And now, Terrence Beal. Ball one there.
One ball.
Bases
No
empty,
strike.
one away, and we're at the top of the 8th. And
Outside.
that misses.
Ball 2.
And the count is 2-0. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Brings it in. And there's 2 down. Two down, bases empty. At the plate, Sawyer Harper. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Up and in, look out. High fly ball down the left field line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Two, 1.
Next
ball.
one off the plate inside.
3-1.
And that's ball 3. And he
Ball
walks it.
4. Take your base.
One case about that 2-out walk. The base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or over the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Swings and fouls one off.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that one upstairs, ball 1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. High fly ball out towards left field. Going back. This one's going to carry, and it's gone. He jacks that one out to left. His second homer this series. They throw a pair on the board. It's 6-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Andreas Costa is done. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Corey Perrin gets the ball now.
Power slider guy, dude. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
be David Min. And that
1-0.
skips in the dirt.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Very high with that one. 2-0. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for a hitter. That one ripped left field. Forget it. They go back to back. It's 6-5.
Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
2 outs, nobody on. Now, Joseph Morella. First pitch, not close.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Looking to get the tying run on base. Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's just by a lot. And the count is 2-2. One missing low. Hopeful in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 outs. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Blows the high heat fastball. That's a strikeout. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's tightened up a bit at 6-5 now. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. David Connor. So digging in, Victor Chassin. 3 for 3, 2 singles and a homer. Connor, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a 2-seam, and he works in a changeup. Here comes the 0-1. And a foul ball. Good eye in that spot.
Hats off to Close. I
1
don't know
ball,
how you
2
take that.
strikes.
He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. On to first, gets in. Out. 1 away on a drop third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example of why right there. He's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits. he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Digging in,
Ball, that's
Frederick
too low.
Valencia. One down, base is empty. And
That's
another
out.
ball. This one in the air, right field. Nunez on his way over. They got it for out number 2.
Now
Now it's the right fielder, J.J. Beard. That first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball there. Not close with that one, and the count is 1-2. And that just misses.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now here is Kyle Brown. He's already homered in this game. Over to first, and he's safe. That's outside.
1 ball, no strike.
Here, the runner at first with 2 gone. Out front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
1-1.
Just
Ball,
missed.
no.
Yeah, there's a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Dave Mayer.
Oh, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Colfer in the box now, takes strike 1. Swinging a foul out of play. Boils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Line drive, and here's a hit. And that puts the tying run on base.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat, hold your game down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
No outs, runner at first. And the batter now, David Pope. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Pitch is in for a strike, going away. Double play ball to second. There's one. On to first in time. Double play.
Well, that's a huge ball to play to get the double play defensively. Just one more guy to get this save for the closer.
So they're down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Carlos Nunez. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Late with the swing there.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get in the swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. There's something maybe down in the dirt.
Nailed. Is just 1 strike away. Got it. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a total team effort using 6 pitchers in this ball game to get the win. Outstanding job of passing the baton. The next pitcher stepping up and getting it done. You got to give them a lot of credit because this is not easy to do. We'll see how it affects them over the next couple of days.
So, Chris, here's a look at the final numbers from what turned out to be a really close ball game.
Yeah, this is one of those games that clearly could have gone either way.